How is that for a gorgeous sight? The Washington Monument here in the District of Columbia, so beautifully framed in the sunlight. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats from McCollum.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the best player on the Blazers, he's the team's unquestioned leader. But he said leadership is not all about talking. It's about letting others hold you accountable too, being coachable and committing to a common purpose. For him, guys, being a leader doesn't mean he puts himself above his teammates.
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. There should be plenty of fireworks out in the backcourt tonight in this one. Of the guards you played alongside, who was the best combination passer scorer?
Oh, man, Kerry, you put me on the hot seat. That's a tough one. I just got to give everybody
you played with a lot of them,
out.
though, didn't you? Huh?
I know, man. I didn't know it was going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I ever played with, but he could shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry Land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
Three terrific names. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Whiteside in at the center position. And for Washington, Raul runs the point with Beal at the 2. In at forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. And it's Bryant in at the 5. Beal can't get it to go. Down low. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Lillard.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Here is Wall. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Pass to Beal. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, Kevin, and it didn't happen overnight, but it's clear that Bradley Beal is a franchise player. I mean, he's worked on his game year to year, and now he's a superstar in this league.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And Chris, with Beal, it's in large part due to how he has expanded his game, which means he now impacts the game more.
Yeah. Well, Beal moves so much on both offense and defense. He's a very active player. He's never passive on the floor, and he looks for ways to inject himself into games.
And both free throws good for Beal.
Wow, a phenomenal talent. I mean, when you think about the competitive flair Beal plays with, it's just awesome.
Lillard against Wall. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 6. Ariza has the open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And the three-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there who can flat out light it up.
On offense, here are the Wizards. 6-point game. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
Now, here's Wall. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Lillard with it. Now Beal defending. Here's McCollum. Bryant with the rebound.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Outside, Wall. Back to Bryant. Clock at 6. That's tipped and stolen by Whiteside. And Lillard gets to Ariza. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And even though, Chris, he isn't the athletic dynamo he once was, the length of Ariza is always a factor.
Yeah, I mean, for years now, Ariza has been a nuisance for opposing scorers with his reach. And Kevin, you know he's great at contesting shots, and he's good for at least 1 or 2 takeaways a game.
And the first one drops.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. And in constructing lineups, Chris, there's often the dilemma of choosing rim protection versus floor spacing. To you, what matters most?
Well, to me, what matters most is floor spacing. It doesn't, a defense is not overrated. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't matter if you have defense and you can't score. Scoring is just as important, and you have to put pressure on that defense by scoring. And even if you have a shot blocker, what if I have guys that like shoot it outside and don't come to the paint?
Right.
Well, then I've already taken that shot blocker out of the game. So it's all about offense, having a balanced offense, and then guys willing to listen, pay attention to the details, and be engaged on the defensive end.
Passes it to Hachimura. The Wizards with another miss. The Blazers on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Cullen passes to Ariza. Now here's Whiteside. He had 10 points in the win against the Knicks in New York. 6 to shoot. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Wizards trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bertzinus, the pass to Bryant. To the inside, here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
What an athlete Beal is, rising up so effortlessly to jam it home.
Now Lillard, 23 points for him the last game against the Knicks in New York.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 13. Makes it off the glass.
Oh, man, so difficult to contain. When Wall is attacking the defense, they're basically at his mercy.
Lillard with it. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Here's McCollum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Star at a mid-major. Shout out to all the mid-major colleges. Lehigh University, C.J. McCollum wasn't that blue-chip prospect. He sure worked his way to the top.
The first one falls. Four-year player at Lehigh, McCollum earned his degree in journalism.
Yeah, he had to beg his parents to switch from a business major, but now he's putting his degree to use. He already interviewed the commissioner, man. Keep playing. He's trying to come for my job, Kevin. When his playing days are done, though, I'm sure he'll be looking to try to take my job and yours and continue on that path.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
And the Blazers, one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, their guards can make most any shot. And they've got some glass eaters to chase down any misses.
Now here's Wall. Over McCollum. Another one falls for Washington.
And the thing about Wall, he loves a challenge, beating good defense there.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Here is Lillard. McCollum outside for the three. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. And the Blazers rely on their guards in McCollum and Lillard to generate, Chris, a lot of their offense.
You're sometimes right, Kevin, and it can even be to a fault at times. I mean, they need more offense from their front court. Guys who can pound the ball inside and generate some easy offense around the rim.
Now here's Beal. He had 25 points last game. Bertans in the post. Covered by Lillard. Bertans' shot is good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Lillard against Wall. McCollum kicks to Lillard. 18 feet out, and again it's Portland converting.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Wizards trail by 14. Wall dishes to Bryant. Beal deciding where to go with it. And that one drops for him. Beal's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, you love how Beal rises over the D. He loves out-muscling them at every turn.
Wall against Lillard. Ariza outside. Now the pass to Whiteside. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And so here's Portland. 10-point lead. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave them.
4 on the shot clock. And it's Lillard missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Wizards. Napier comes in for Hachimura. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Mario Hezonja comes in for Anthony. So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Magic. And clearly Scott Brooks wants to take a timeout and talk it over. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and that's got to be annoying to them. I mean, work hard to get to the line, but fail to capitalize.
Washington making some changes. Bell comes in for Thomas Bryant, and it's Ish Smith in for John Wall. Goods checked in for Portland. Here's Beal. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Smith. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Now here's McCollum. It's deflected. They get it back. Nurkic finds Lillard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Let's quickly bring up the 2K leaderboard for a look at the top free throw shooters among point guards. Damian Lillard is second.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Yeah, as a defender, you got to avoid being too active with your hands around these guys. I mean, don't commit any cheap fouls.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Here's Napier. Finished off the break.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Here's the three. A second chance effort. Here's Nurkic. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Wizards trail by 10. Fires from 14. Connects. The jumper drops.
Oh, continuing to prove his jumper over time. Smith is fast and how he pulls up on the defense.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat, Greg, from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
The throw good, McCollum.
And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love D.C. Oh, I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of D.C. love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
And so McCollum nails both of them. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Here's Napier. The Blazers getting the bucket. Now Bell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Wizards have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 7th assist here tonight. Wizards trail by 12. Napier feeling it out a bit and stolen by Lillard. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. So for the Trailblazers, Collins checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing about 6'3", so defensively they give up a little height. But on their offensive end, the firepower that they bring to bear is something to watch.
Here's Simons. Outside Hood. 1:52 left here in the first quarter. Nurkic can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Smith, no luck.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Hood drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Impressive athleticism from Hood right there. He understands when to use his speed and length, just like right there.
The Trailblazers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And he makes the first.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Mahimi's checked in for the Wizards. Both free throws good from Hood.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Napier with it. 5 points in the game. That's tipped. 1:12 left in the first. Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's stolen. Oh, and here comes Smith all alone. Bucket is good.
When the break is on, Smith fills the lane perfectly. And you know he loves getting it out in the open floor.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. 9-point game. 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Azania. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Bradley Beal picks one up.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent. Man, they are just living at the line.
Wizards making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in. Both good from the line that time. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for them.
John Wall's huge Supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
Here's Wagner. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Over Hood. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
For Portland, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 11 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Hachimura. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Trailblazers lead by 13. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you first. They're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Trailblazers have really been rolling, haven't they?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Oh, at the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then it's Hezonja. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in at the point. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Chris, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebound. Largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to just, you'd have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders, Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curryland in the 4 position because the game has evolved. And so now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
Here's Napier. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Hachimura. And stolen by Hezonja. Here's Hood. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's Smith. It's deflected.
The anticipation from Hood. That's just fantastic work, reading the situation and leaping up to swat it away.
John Wall's checked in for Ish Smith. And a switch here also for Portland. Ariza's checked in. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Simons surveying the D. Pass to Ariza. Three-pointer. And Wagner pulls it down. Wizards trail by 18. Here's Napier. The shot, no good. Portland's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Kicks it out to Ariza. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Here's Hachimura. Ariza covering. Second shot opportunity. It's blocked. Outside Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, the awareness on display. Hood just isn't a good scorer. He's also skilled at getting it to his open teammates.
And here's Wall. Passes to Wagner. Looking to end the run. Hood against Wall. Here's Ariza. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for the Wizards. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
And you look at McCollum, and at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wall against Hood. They need this one. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Now, I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And the Wizards with possession. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hachimura. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's dragged them down with his performance today. I mean, a whole lot of zeros from him on the stat sheet.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Washington calls timeout.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
And Washington making a change here. Berton has checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Zach Collins. McCollum comes in for Hood, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simmons. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. Lillard scanning the floor. Shot from the low block. Offensive rebound. Here's Whiteside. Some solid defense from Bryant.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Bertonus, good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Berton's got his 2nd basket. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
CJ's a microwave. I mean, guys on nights like this, he demands so much attention, and sometimes even that doesn't do any good.
Here's Wall, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Outside, Wall, from about 16. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Oh, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, they hit you with the fadeaway.
And Portland has possession after the basket by Washington. And Lillard gets double-teamed. The wide-open look here for Anthony. Off target from outside.
You just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
And it's Napier missing. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Here's Lillard. Following the basket by John Wall. It's stolen by Bell. Here's Wall. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
Look, you can't allow Wall to get a lane to the rim. He's too fast.
Portland leading by 23. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. McCollum outside. The pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. 9 points for Carmelo Anthony.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Pass to Hachimura. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
The Wizards have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past. Respected coach who has won Coach of the Year, but the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him. I mean, he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
Ariza no up.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And again, Washington no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The second effort. Bell with the block.
Have to be careful around Bell. I mean, he's very talented at reading his man and knowing when to go after blocks.
Pass to Hachimura. And a miss there on the triple.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the pick and roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Jusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer too. He had the second most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick and roll game. 2.
That free throw good from Anthony. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Outside, Beal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Damian Lillard. And at times, Chris, reporters have talked about a rift between Beal and Wall. But you know what? Beal has nothing but great things to say about his backcourt mate.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, Bill has said himself that he believes a lot of his success is due to Wall. I mean, Bill's production with Wall sideline flourished. I mean, but Bill would much prefer to have Wall by his side.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Washington. And he sinks the second. Portland's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Azania. Great D that time from Beal. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
There's Beal with the 3.
And teams have nights like this when the shots that usually drop just won't go down. That's when you have to rely on your defense, and that's the only way to stay in the game.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Washington's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Smith kicks to Wall. Fires at the elbow. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Anthony dishes to Lillard. Back to Anthony. It's tipped. They retain possession. Nurkic can't hit. Wizards shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Now here's Beal. 9 points in the game so far. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Anthony. Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. Rebound by the Wizards. Wagner's got his 4th rebound in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Passes it to Wagner. Dishes to Beal. Rebound by Nurkic.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Wasted no time on that one. And it's 13 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
Bell's shot is good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lillard against Wall. McCollum outside. The 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Now here's Wall. 8 points for him. The pass to Wagner. Back to Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to get it going, and it's good on the way in. Wall's got 6 here in this quarter.
Look, when Wall is aggressively taking it to the rack like that, it doesn't matter what D you throw at him.
And here's McCollum for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Trailblazers out in front, ending the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, they've been shooting poorly. Is that good defense or bad offense?
Probably a little bit of both. You know, I think we're competing defensively, and they've missed some opportunities.
It's led to good results for you, though. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He ended up with 15 points and 8 assists. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
Yeah, Greg, and that's somewhat of a surprise. I mean, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Washington. In at forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bryant in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the basket by McCollum.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Wall taking his time here. Pass to Beal. Over McCollum. Got it from 16 feet. Beal's got 11 points.
With effortless mechanics, Beal always has to be accounted for, especially from mid-range.
The feed to Carmelo. Great D that time from Beal. Washington shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Here's Hachimura. And Bryant slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass?
It's stolen by Wall. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And the layup is good. He's got 12.
Oh, man, we've seen it so many times. Wall lures his man into a steal, takes it to the open court, and finishes himself.
Ariza outside. Outside Anthony. Puts up a 3. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Now Wall. 12 points for him. Outside Bryant. Poked away and stolen by Lillard. For the finish. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Encouraging to see Lillard focus on improving his defense, showing solid instincts to come up with that steal.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Bertans with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Wall. Over Lillard. Wall, no luck.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Here's Lillard. Wall grabs the board. Over Anthony. And another miss by Washington. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Hachimura the pass to Wall. From deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And it's sent back by Bryant. Beal, the pass to Hachimura.
Never any doubt where Bradley was going with that pass. I mean, if he has a teammate that wide open, he's not going to miss him.
And a new regime in Washington as they have moved on from the previous GM. A lot to do here.
Yeah, Gia, and it's not an ideal cap situation to work with. Fans are excited to see what can be done. They need to land a few big free agents. It hasn't happened for the Wizards in a while.
Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Wizards have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Out to the right wing. Here's Hachimura. 5 points in the game. Back to Wall from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Anthony. Washington making some changes. Mahimi's checked in for Bertinus. And it's Napier in for Hachimura. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Collins comes in for Trevor Ariza. Hood's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Both free throws good from Anthony. And here's Wall. He's got 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Wall with a block.
Wall, I mean, one of the things that's underrated is that he's an insane athlete. Right there, he's just showing what an incredible defender he is with these type of blocks.
And it's good for 2. Beal's got 13 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Right side, Collins. Over Bryant. Portland again missing. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Beal's shot is good. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
And look, if you back off of Beal, he'll school you. Straight up with his pull-up. You better be in his grill at all times.
Over to the left wing. It's stolen by Mahimi. Anthony against Beal. Pass to Wall. Back to Beal. Charity stripe shot. Beal can't get that one to fall. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Whiteside, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. He has 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Wall. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Over Hood. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Simons. Napier covering. Simons, the pass to Whiteside. Over Mahimi. Here's Collins. He goes up again, and another shot. They get it back. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Wizards. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Wall's shot is good. And for Portland, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Simons, the pass to Hood. Fires the three. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 5 now.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work. That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Outside Hood, shoots the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Now here's Napier. He has 5. And Mahinmi now atop the key. And it's Wall. That time the assist from Mahinmi. Wall's got 8 here in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Simons. Napier covering. Hood on the wing. To the middle. Here's Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. That one is off. Washington making some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Mahinmi. Bell comes in for Thomas Bryant. And Smith subbed in for John Wall. And when you think of Jordan Bell, you think of a do-it-all big man.
Specifically how strong he is on defense. Great timing for blocking shots, good hands, and can guard anybody out on the floor. Can finish plays as well when moving at the hoop.
One-on-one fast break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Smith. He kicks it to Beal. And Whiteside sends it back. 3-on-3. Here's Simons. Goes back up. Here's Anthony. It's blocked. Pulls from the top of the key. Collins grabs the miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Now here's Anthony. 20 points for him. They get it back. Whiteside, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
The Wizards with another miss. Portland's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Anthony with the bucket.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Kazanya, he's checked in for Anthony. Now here's Napier. He has 5. Here's Beal.
Love how hard Collins plays on this end. He goes all out to stop whoever he's on.
We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. The 10-footer. He gets it in there. Collins has got 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Washington's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Wagner. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. They need this, and the layup is up and in. He's got 5.
Oh, look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Here's Simons. Napier covering. Hood for 3. Connects from three-point range.
And confidence is the key for Hood. I mean, he makes shots like this. It should only help his assertiveness moving forward.
36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Smith surveying the D. Here's Napier. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Simons. He has 7. Outside Hood. Passes it to Collins. Over Smith. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 17 rebounds.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Portland out in front, delivering the blowout. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, good job defensively. Good job on dropping on the rolls. Keep rebounding. Don't lose men in transition.
Well, Terry praising his guys, GA, bringing it on the defensive end.
And they've done just that so far. They just have to be able to continue with that mindset.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Hazonia out there with Little. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard position. Here's Wagner, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. The pass to Trent. Here's Simons. Here's Swanigan. Rebound by the Wizards. Wagner's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bonga. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, 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 get the money. But what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see. And if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. See, we have excellent. 3 on the clock. Deep 2 from Robinson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Trailblazers shooting at 51%. Really solid. Simons, the pass to Little. Shoots over Brown. And that one's drained from the low block.
Oh, good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Bonga. Here's Wagner, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Trent. To the wing right side. Here's Simons. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Here's Bonga. Outside Robinson. And it's off from three-point range. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Trent passes to Hazanya. Here's Trent. Shoots it. Rebounded by Bell. Bonga deciding where to go with it. The dish to Robinson. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Three-pointer on the way. Little can't hit. Washington has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Robinson down low. Swanigan pulls it in.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Here's Brown. And another miss by Washington.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Here's Wagner. Another shot. Got a piece of it. Here's Simons. Pass to Swanigan. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That is his first foul of the game. Miami's checked in for Wagner. Here's Robinson. Kicks to Mahimi. Pass to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Inside, Bell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Hard to knock Bell off his game. Even when you get aggressive with him, he stays with it.
Here's Simons, guarded by Robinson. No good from outside.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Here's Bonga. There's the pass to Mahimi. Poked loose. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. To the inside, Swanigan. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Now that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
Here's Bonga. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But, yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Shot clock at 6. Robinson for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Hezonja's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
Pass to Trent. Here's Swanigan, guarded by Mahimi. Pass to Trent. Ring shot on the way, and he knocks down the jumper. Trent's got his first 2 points. Here's Bonga. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Five to shoot. Down low. The kick out to Brown. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Portland with the rebound. Hezonja's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Simons. Trent tipped back in for 2. Trent's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Good. He hits the jump shot. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Passes it to Trent. And now here's Hezonja. He's guarded closely. Over Bell. Hezonja's shot is off. Washington's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And then Brown with the dunk.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Here's Simons, guarded by Robinson. Here's Little. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And the basket is good.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Hezonja, the pass to Trent. Here's Simons. It's Hezonja in the corner. Robinson pulls it in. Wizards shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Here's Mahimi. And it's Mahimi finishing it off.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Simons, the pass to Trent. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Hezonja, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And there's the pass to Bell. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the league.
It's Brown on the wing. Over Little. And it's Brown missing. And for Portland, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Brown outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Here's Simons. Pass to Swanigan. Here's Trent. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.